just post for a thumbnail without switching on the timer. And that is exactly how my day has been going so far. Hello people of the world, my name is Misam and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're here for the first time. I'm a writer, I'm a reader, I'm a science fiction and fantasy junkie, so if you're into that kind of stuff, go ahead and hit subscribe. So today is a slightly different kind of video. As we all know, the Black Lives Matter movement is one of the biggest political and human rights movements that is happening right now. If you've been checking out the description of all of my previous videos, you must be seeing that I am sharing links, listing places where you can help, listing videos that you can watch in order to contribute to the cause. That being said, this is a POC creator tag which was created by Yumi from the Book Demon. I'm actually glad that Yumi has created this tag because ever since I have joined the book community, I have seen that while it's a very welcoming community, don't get me wrong, I've made so many friends, it's kind of difficult to grow or to even reach out to bigger channels or to connect with too many people if you are a person of color. Especially I've seen it's difficult to grow if you are a black person or an international booktuber, book blogger. So keeping that in mind, Yumi has created this book tag where POC creators can answer these questions, and the entire point is to kind of nudge the algorithm in our favor a little bit. So for example, today I typed out POC creator tag and I saw 3 videos up, and I have subscribed to 2 of them, including Yumi, and I'm going to subscribe to the 3rd right now, right after shooting this video. And the best part is that we are using this tag to sort of make ourselves known, and this is a great way to find POC creators. So if you are a person of color and you are in this community, go ahead, consider yourself tagged, and let's boost each other up and do this tag. That being said, let's dive into the actual questions of the book tag. I'm super excited to do it. I'm relatively new in the bookish community. Let's see what the questions are. So, question number 1. Where is it? Question number 1. What ethnicity or race do you identify as? Do you identify as intersectional? I am an Indian Muslim. I am residing in India and therefore I am an international booktuber. And we all know that it's not easy to be an international booktuber or book blogger because we usually cannot get a lot of books or arcs. It's damn frustrating. Question number 2. Tell us something you love about yourself. Where do I start? Okay, without joking though, I really like that I am extremely... I should probably describe that. I am extremely committed to the stuff that I do. I am extremely passionate about every project I take up. I am super hardworking, and these are things that I love about myself because these are things that I've genuinely worked hard on. This is something that I strive to do every day, and I love that about me. I love being a workaholic. It's fun. That's how I deal with a lot of my problems. When life tosses a problem my way, I just work, as if the problem would magically disappear. Yeah, that's not something I love about myself. Let's not go there. Question number 3. How long have you been in the book community? Okay, so I started in 2018. However, I did it for a few years. I was a book blogger for a few years. And then I started again like a month ago. So it hasn't been very long, even though I've been on Twitter for 2 years. Again, I did that for a few months, didn't really go anywhere with it, and now I started 3 months ago. I'm relatively new because the last time I read books properly was when I was 16. I am 21 now, so there has been a gap in which I haven't really read a lot of books. I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to read books by diverse authors, and it's gonna take a while, but I have a lot of time on my hands right now. So as I said, I love creating stuff. I love staying busy. That is how I've been using my lockdown time. I've been reading, I have been writing. I'm relatively new to the book community, but it's weird because I've been here in intervals for a long time, but those intervals were very small. Number 4, what kind of content do you create? Anything outside of booktube. Okay, so first of all, the first thing that my number 1 thing that I create is my writing. I am primarily a writer. I absolutely love writing, especially in the fantasy genre. My channel is part booktube and part authortube, in which I really like doing like deep dives. What is wrong with me? Deep dives. I did this in my authortube video as well. Deep dives. Deep dives. I like doing deep dives into like either movies, TV shows, or books. I like talking about tropes. I like talking about writing craft. So that is my authortube side of the channel. Authortube, my writing, my book blog. I have a blog called The Chronicles of Fantasy Writer. I'm going to link it down below. So yeah, that is basically what I create. Oh, I also create art. So I have an Instagram. I put up my art from time to time there. I even put up my art sometimes on Twitter. So yeah, that's that. Question number 5. What's your favorite genre? Fantasy. Also sci-fi, but mostly fantasy. What are your top 3 favorite books? Okay, this is difficult because I haven't read in a long time. So a lot of books that I like are pretty outdated because I have like a huge ass TBR which I need to go through right now. There are a lot of books that I'm waiting to read. I haven't read, but I'm waiting to read. This is not like an actual list, but as of now, my favorite books are, I'm just gonna list whatever comes to the top of my head. 1,000 Splendid Suns by Khaled Hosseini. I absolutely adore his work. This book, I read it when I was 16 or 17, and I've just been scared of going back and rereading this book because this book meant a lot to me, and everything that I felt while reading this book, I just want to like keep it in a bottle and never change it. So I love this book. In a weird way, I've never wanted to reread this book. It's weird, I know, but I absolutely love this book. I love Khaled Hosseini. So if you don't know about him, please read his books. He is amazing. Number 2 would be We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faisal. I'm pretty sure by now I have already put up my review of this book. This is one of the newer books that I've been reading in my current reading spurt. This was my favorite so far out of the books that I've read. And number 3 would be The Hunger Games. Okay, this is like pretty outdated, but I recently read The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and it reminded me of how much I loved the original Hunger Games trilogy. I recently watched the movie with my little sister, and I think it's a brilliant book. It has a lot of social commentary, and I love these kind of like secretly political books because it's fantasy, or like in this case science fiction dystopia, and it has like a lot of real world parallels, so I love that. Hunger Games would be one of those like childhood books that I will always remember, and it will never stop being relevant. As I said, I have a long way to go in terms of reading or in terms of like finding POC authors, which I know is like the next question. My TBR, I'm pretty happy with my TBR. It's like pretty diverse. I love it. In terms of getting to know, to rediscover the fantasy genre, because everything I've read has been so old. Can't wait to see everything that I've missed in these like 5 to 6 years in which I've been either writing or studying. So while writing and studying, I did not get enough time to read books, but I'm gonna start making time for that. Question number 7. Tell us your favorite POC authors. Tell us about some indie published POC authors. Okay, I'm gonna have to like not answer this question properly because, as I said, I do not know enough authors to pick my favorites. So far, I guess it would be Khaled Hosseini and Hafsa Faisal, but that might change. I might add to that list. I don't want to say anything because I know I haven't been reading diverse books, because everything that I read as a kid was not diverse enough. And one day when I have an actual proper list which I'm happy with, I will answer this question. Question number 8. Where can we find you outside of YouTube? At home. You can find me on Twitter, where I am most active. That is my Twitter handle right there. You can also find me on Instagram, where I am hoping to be more active. I have a blog called The Chronicles of a Fantasy Writer. Link is in the description down below. Yep, I think that's pretty much it for now. Okay, shout out to some awesome POC creators. Shout out, of course, extends to the people I will end up tagging. So I think that's question number 10. Tag some people. So after this, I'm gonna put up some channels and go ahead, check them out. I'm going to link all of them down below. That is all I have for you today. Wait till the end of the video because, as I said, I'm going to tag people. but this is where I leave the frame. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe. This was a great initiative by Yumi. Thank you, Yumi, for starting it, for tagging me, and for giving my channel a shout out. I really hope that this takes off, because as I said, today I just typed POC creators and I already saw like 3 channels up there, and I know for a fact that more people are going to be uploading videos. So it'll be great to find new POC creators through this tag. If you're a POC, even if I'm not tagging you, go ahead, consider yourself tagged and do this book tag if you want. As Yumi said in her original video, if you are not okay with answering any of these questions, you don't have to answer them. It's perfectly fine. The idea is to do the book tag and just make yourself known so that it's easier for all of us to find you, and like we can all boost ourselves up and make this space more diverse as it should be. So thank you for watching. Go ahead, follow me on all my links. The links are in the description. Follow, subscribe, all the amazing people I'm going to end up tagging in this video. And that's it, folks. Bye.